Hey, yo, what's up, everybody? This is Don't Forget 209, and I got another 2v2 deathmatch here for you guys. This is gonna be again another game against JOEL and Pinktonium back when they played together. And yeah, so this game was originally supposed to be uploaded first, not the other one, but I was having trouble when I did upload this video. I was having some trouble towards the end. I guess some of you guys noticed that the freaking game was glitching out and stuff like that. So I took it down. I didn't want you guys to see that. I want to give you guys a nice game. So I took it down because of that. And hopefully by doing this again, I'm going to hopefully fix the problem. I don't know. I'm just going to give it another shot. But, yeah, so this time we're facing off again with, a cutter profit combo. Me and Icy Blood are running Anders cutter. And we're playing on the map Terminal Moraine. So on this map, there's not much of a pretty much tactic that we really got going on this map. All we know is that this map does favor profit cutter combos most of the time. But we actually managed to actually pull it off with this game. If you guys notice, the Prophet just sent down its ghost past my secondary right now. Have you guys seen that? I'm about to go find it right now for you guys. And pretty much the whole reason this ghost is there is because it's gonna pop in right at the exact moment when the base is ready to buy. The Prophet is gonna try to out tap me. Pretty much every single player is gonna be looking at my secondary and then trying to out buy me, like pretty much out tap me. And once they buy the secondary, if the opponents get it, pretty much if the Prophet gets it, that's a really big deal. Because like if the Prophet gets my secondary in the beginning, especially in the beginning, because all I got down is like a couple Sparns and some Warhogs and whatnot. If the Prophet buys my secondary, it's gonna be it's gonna pretty much screw up my gameplay. It's gonna screw up everything that I'm trying to do because I need to get my secondary. I cannot let this Prophet get my secondary or buy anything like that, because if the Prophet buys it, it's gonna take me forever to destroy it. And then if it's a smart Prophet, it'll destroy it itself and then just keep buying it all over again and stuff like that. It'll never let me expand. It'll never let me be an aggressive player, and I'll always be defensive the entire game, which is kind of sucks, and it kind of screws up the game for me. But I was actually able to buy my secondary and keep it down. The Prophet came down here, put a lot of pressure on my secondary. It actually almost killed it. But I got a nice little Prophet defense going on. I got 3 Spartans, I got 3 Wolverines, and then I got 6 Warhogs there. So I felt good about it. I actually managed to fight off Prophet, and then the game could start. The game could actually go on now. So, I mean, now that I got the offensive going, I managed to pretty much defend Prophet, and now I'm gonna go on the offensive. I still got a defense going on my secondary though. I don't want to forget about that, because it's still in the beginning of the game, and the Prophet is really, the Prophet could really still destroy my secondary if it wanted to. It could just drop a Wraith or 2 or whatever, show up and still beam it and blow it up. So I mean, because the base is still weak, and there you go right there. The Prophet shows up just to check out my secondary, see if I didn't heal it or anything like that. And I did, and I got too much of a strong defense right there, so the Prophet's gonna end up cutting out. It's gonna leave because it doesn't want to lose. It doesn't want to lose its Prophet right away. So I mean, yeah. And then the whole reason I got my 6 Warhogs on its secondary right now is because I managed to stop the shield. That was the whole point of that. I wanted to send my 6 Warhogs down there, and then pretty much stop the shield from going up. And then stopping the shield is actually gonna really buy me some time. It's gonna actually it's gonna able to keep me actually stopping the shield. It's gonna actually, because this shield would have went up on the powers and stuff like that, and then I would have never been able to mac it. And then I sent a tank in there just to make sure I sealed the deal. And then so sometimes I could do it just with the 6 Warhogs, but I managed to send a tank in there. The 6 Warhogs did some damage, the tank did some damage, and then I just mac it. I got this tendency of macking the secondary base of the Prophets right away. Sometimes if it's the right moment and in the right situation, I'll do it. And then so I managed to do it. And then pretty much this whole game, I'm pretty much just gonna be pumping out these Hornets, and I'm gonna be using these Hornets really like pretty much really aggressively, I guess. I don't know. I'm gonna have these Hornets flying around. I'm gonna be using these Hornets. Pretty much the Hornets are gonna be the key on what I'm trying to do to pretty much beat Prophet on my side, because the Prophet is really mobile, extremely low mobile, and then like Hornets do have a tendency, like the air units do have a tendency to do more damage on the Wraiths, in my opinion. That's just me. I mean, I'd rather have a bunch of Hawks and a bunch of Hornets or whatever than a bunch of tanks fighting the Wraiths army, the Prophet's army, any day. If the Prophet doesn't have any vampires, I'll make Hornets, and then that's it. That's all I'm gonna make, and then I'll use those to what I can do. And then sometimes it actually works majority of the time. I mean, tanks do work, but it depends how you're playing. I don't know. I mean, tanks to me, they do work sometimes, but Wraiths, for some reason, always end up winning the battles every single time. I've never actually... And plus, the Prophets always have, like, the majority of the pop. The profits always out pop me, you know. So I mean, then again, my 25 pop of tanks is gonna be fighting the 35 pop of rates or whatever. They're never gonna win. Sometimes they could win. It depends on the situation, but you know, I never win. I never win that much. So I'd rather make the Hornets. The Hornets actually do a lot of damage, and I'm happy with them because they give me visibility sometimes to drop the ODSTs and whatnot. So I'll use the Hornets for whatever. I'll use the Hornets. I'm a Hornet kind of guy. But yeah. So I mean, in this point right here, I managed to destroy the secondary twice on the profit side. I see Blood managed to destroy the cutter side over there too. I dropped some ODSTs and then I destroyed it at the last second, managing to blow it up. And then this move right here is pretty cool because the profit was actually going to drop on my secondary, and then dropping these Spartans right at the exact time that the profit was going to drop managed me to scare off the profit away. Like, it didn't want to drop anymore. I don't know if it was going to drop or not, but I was assuming that I was going to do. And I had a nice little counter unit just in case the profit did drop. I had Icy Blood to send me some units in there, and then I had my freaking Hornets ready to engage all of these rates that were about to get dropped on my second. If it did, you know, you never know. But I flew in these Spartans in there just at the exact time that it was about to drop, scaring off the rates away from the teleporter, and I managed to jack 3 rates and then do a lot of damage to the base. I sent my Hornets in because now I got the offensive, and I'm gonna start doing damage to the rates. And then the Prophet's doing a smart decision right now. It's actually making anti-air, which is gonna counter me a lot. But I'm at a point now where I'm not using these anti-airs mostly as I'm not gonna pretty much use these the air that I got as like the main unit to destroy rates. Right now I'm actually in a position where I could just control profit kinda. I see it like that. I'm mostly controlling profit. I'm not letting profit get a shield. As you can see right now, it's trying to get a shield again. I'm not gonna let it. And then pretty much I have an opportunity to mac the profit, so I took it. I don't want to see profit for the next 3 minutes or whatever, because you know we're in a good situation, and then a drop is really critical right now because Icy Blood. I'm pretty much like put a lot of pressure on the profit for Icy Blood, because Icy Blood is actually doing a lot of work on Cutter side, and I don't want the profit to interfere with his battle. So that's why I decided to mac him, because I didn't want to see the profit or anything like that for the next 3 minutes, and then the next 3 magical minutes, you know, whatever. And then I try to, like, you know, pretty much just keep these rates in the middle. You know, I'm dropping ODSTs now in the secondary because Icy Blood's doing a lot of damage over there. I'm gonna stop the shield again, and so things are looking pretty damn good right now. I'm pretty actually happy because this map, normally we do lose. Normally, I mean, the majority of the games against the Prophet Cutter combo, it's normally a loss because this Prophet is really mobile, but you know, the way I play a little bit different. I never really see that many players play. I mean, then again, I don't know. I mean, I never really seen that many cutters, you know. I don't know. I mean, this is a strategy that I kind of made up. I made up the strategy of using all these Hornets in the way that I do, so I feel happy about it. You know, I win games with it, so I'll use it to whatever. But sometimes I do get countered, and then sometimes I do make mistakes because it's a lot of microing I got to do. I got to remember where the hell my units are and stuff like that, and then what they're supposed to be doing, so yeah, I mean, I do got this tendency to make mistakes sometimes, and then which could cause me a loss, and then I don't want that. So I mean, it's just you gotta be on your A game when you're using all these damn Hornets and crap like that. But yeah, so at this point of the game, though, I actually managed to buy the middle base. I don't see profit anywhere in sight. I keep destroying the secondary. The profit, I'm assuming that it has no money because it never actually got a freaking a base up the whole game on its side. It never got a base up. Never with a shield or anything like that. So that means if it has no shields, it will never build supply pads. It will never build anything like that. So the money is probably worse. I mean, the money's probably hurting it right now. I'm not too sure. I don't know what the deal is right now because it does have those hooks, and I never actually blew him up till the end. But yeah, I mean, that's what I'm assuming. Hopefully. And then so I decided to give we had a chance to actually take the third, and then so I decided to give Icy Blood the third because Icy Blood counters profit really well. And since Icy Blood is going to have this 35 pop now, I told Icy Blood to get it just in case we might lose that base. I mean, we're not like, you know, going to get it and then just try to defend it forever because it's one of those bases where it's going to be really hard to defend it. So we'd rather just take it, get the pop for it, and then bounce. We'll use the money, we'll use the pop in the military for it, and then that's the whole point of it. Prophet decided to push up on Icy Blood on the third over there, which is pretty cool because it gave me the time like to think about what I'm trying to do next. And then pretty much yeah, so I'm pretty much just keep putting pressure on the secondary. Icy Blood got the third, and I gave him some cash just to like pretty much get the 35 pop out. And then so I'm gonna feel more secure because I told him to, with the 35 pop, make nothing but Hornets, just in case the prophet builds up a huge army. So, you know, I'll be ready for that right there. And then so since right now we got I see a big opening, like we just got done blowing up some freaking third or whatever, and then we just not too long ago we blew up the Cutter secondary, and then we're about to blow it up again with this Mac Blast and stuff like that. And then I see that the Cutter's army is across the map. So I'm gonna decide to do is pretty much I see an opening. I'm gonna pretty much just go for the main. I'm gonna go for the main, like the main of the Cutter. I'm gonna drop all my ODSTs, and I'm gonna start putting a lot of pressure on the freaking Cutter, taking out supply pads, doing work. And then once I get my Mac Blast again, hopefully by then I'll just Mac the base, because the Prophet is gonna make Harmonious to save the base and stuff like that. And then since the Prophet, we just got done destroying the secondary of the Cutter, this is his only last base. I don't know their money situation, but this is critical right now, because if they lose this base right now, the Cutter's going to be on a time limit. We do have map control, and then we are going to pretty much be on the offensive right now this whole game. We got our entire military there, and then Joel's going to do the right decision to come back. There's Prophet's Harmonians healing the base, but Icy Blood got a nice Cairo in there, and then Joel's going to see Joel's going to pretty much realize the situation on his main, and then that we're going to put so much pressure on it. Their money situation is probably pretty bad, and he's going to end up doing the big like resigning, you know, because he sees the loss. He sees that they're not going to be able to actually fight this, what we're trying to do, take out the main and whatnot. I'm going to be constantly there. Icy Blood get the 35 pop, and then he's going to probably counter Prophet really good. So, yeah, this game is coming up to a wrap, guys. So, I mean, if you guys like it, give it a like. If you guys like Deathmatch, support it, you know, just, you know, subscribe, you know, and then, yeah, I'll be pumping more games out, you guys, so just stay tuned, and then, yeah, guys, just leave a comment, too, and take it easy, guys. I appreciate it.